All right, what's up, everybody? Today we have a student interview with our KCA client, Aditya. This guy has been super fun to work with, just had an awesome win recently. And so we're just going to be talking a little bit about his experience, what it's been like in KCA, and what kind of results he's seen so far. So, Aditya, kick us off, dude. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah,
What's your background and what
I
brought
would
you to
love
KCA?
to. So I'm 22 years old. I joined KCA a little bit over 4 months ago, and I moved to San Diego 2 years ago. Been here and started doing door-to-door sales, and that's where I fell in love with sales and started my own business. We scaled that to around $5,000 to $7,000 per month. I managed around two people during that time, and I kind of felt like, hey, like this is going pretty well, but I really like to travel a lot. And I wanted to gain some location freedom. And so I looked at my other options and landed upon KCA, where I learned how to be able to sell online.
Yeah. So, fun fact about you, like you're a mega big time backpacker traveler, right?
Yeah, big, huge traveler for sure.
Yeah. So you were doing door to door, had your own business there. What was kind of the struggle with door to door? Like, what was the problem with that made you want to transition into something like high ticket?
Yeah, so door to door, I mean, if anyone has done door to door, you know pretty much from the get-go, it's pretty brutal. You're working with cold outreach, outbound, just door to door clients. And yeah, it gets like it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. You gotta build a lot of trust, build a lot of value. It teaches you how to sell very well. But for the most part, it's long hours. And I spent a lot of time running the business in the back end as well with clients, with managing people and working my weekends. And I really just wanted to focus on the sales aspect and be able to sell from anywhere I want as well. Like I don't want to be stuck in a current location and just be stuck to that spot. So gaining that location freedom was like a really big thing for me when it came to joining KCA.
Yeah. Why did so like I know there's a bunch of other, sales training companies out there. What made you want to decide to join KCA out of all of them?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I mean, I've only seen a couple of them out there so far. And when I came across KCA, I saw it was around Christian centered values as well. And being a man of God myself, I joined the faith around 2 years ago now. And having God in my life, it's basically changed my life. And just seeing that, it was more like an answered prayer, honestly. And whenever I saw KCA pop up, I was a little bit skeptical at first, but as soon as I hopped on the call, saw their credentials and everything and the results and past client trainings and things of that nature, it just really helped me out to join for sure.
Yeah, dude. Um, what's been your journey? Like, what's your journey been like inside of KCA since you joined the training, the support that you've gotten, from getting
Yeah.
you first started to getting you ramped up into the role that you're in now? Like, what's your experience been like inside of KCA since you joined?
Yeah, I would say it's very organized and very structured. I'd say the group calls kept me very grounded because it's very easy to get off track as well. And so just to keep me self-grounded with like the community and the community members as well, that helped out a ton. But the group calls were definitely huge, getting feedback on mock calls and just the modules itself. The training goes very in depth and it's very to the point as well. And anytime I needed to look back, I could just go to the current module that I wanted to gain upon that skill. And it's pretty organized from that aspect for sure.
Hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, you've got sales experience, right? You come from a door to door background. How different is high ticket actually from like traditional sales?
Yeah, so traditional sales, you're working with a lot smaller tickets. So for me personally, I could speak on behalf of my business. We were working with $250 services all the way up to like $400 services. And so I saw the opportunity where you could work with 4 to 5 figure offers as well, while still putting in the same work and implementing the same skills from door to door. So when I saw that, I saw there's an opportunity there. It's very efficient as well. And it's basically just implementing the same skills from door to door, but just placing it in a different vehicle where it is way more efficient to make a lot more money as
Hmm.
well.
Yeah, man. And now, like, time for the big reveal. What's the results and the wins you've gotten since you joined and you worked
Yeah.
with the team?
So, yeah, I'll be completely honest. Like, it took me a long time to find a solid offer to join. Like you
Yeah.
said, there's a lot out there, and you definitely want to vet out some of your offers as well. And
Yeah.
it took me about 15 to 18 different kind of interviews, second round, third round interviews. But I finally landed on an offer with a medical company, and they produce stem cell replacement therapy and hair transplant surgery. And it's an incredible offer. They're doing around 7,000 to $22,000 offers, and they're doing 50 million a year. And so they needed another
Dude,
setter. Their OTE
so
is a
awesome.
2K base plus 3 to 5K in commissions as well. And I'm going to be around A star players. I'm going to really like build that platform to become a top closer someday after 6 to 12 months.
Dude, they're doing 15 million a year. So they're doing about 1.2 million a month. They've already got stellar offer. I mean, they're closing deals every single day, ample lead flow, and they're like, they just need more sales reps.
Yeah.
So you get 2K base plus commission on whatever you're going to be producing. What are you on target to make?
On target, average reps are making around $5,000 per month. Top reps are making around $10,000 per month. So if I
As
show up
appointment setters?
as appointment setters, correct.
Okay.
And that's working with warm leads and then also outbound leads in their CRM as well. So as long as I implement everything I learned in KCA and apply the same work ethic, I'm sure I'm going to be well prepared to become like above average in their
Yeah,
offer.
man.
That's the
Yeah.
goal.
Do you know what their closers are making?
I haven't had a single idea what the closers are making, but I'm sure it's well within 10 to 15K
Yeah,
range
it's
is what I'm
usually
guessing.
about double. So,
Yeah,
and the interviewer said you've got room to move up to that role as well, right?
correct. It's going to be highly competitive. Like, I'll be quite honest. I mean, it's a stellar offer for sure. But if I become a top setter, there's for sure growth for sure, like
Yeah.
in the next 6 to 12 months, 100%.
Do you know how many people interviewed for that offer?
I don't know how many people interviewed for that. So actually, I got placed into the second round for the interview. And so it was just me and 4 other guys. All the 4 other guys were more qualified than I was, but
Really?
it really
I see.
struck out to him.
I didn't even know that. So the other four people that you were in the final interview with, they were more qualified than you.
Yeah, yeah, they were more qualified than me. But I mean, what really struck out to him was that I had a door-to-door background, and
Uh-huh.
he loves door-to-door guys because with becoming an outbound setter, you need to put in the dials a day. And with the door-to-door background, you're hitting KPIs of 200 doors a day. So getting 200 dials a day
Yeah,
is no issue for sure.
that's it's like a luxury, right? Where you
Yeah,
go
it is
from
a luxury,
knocking
100%.
doors, dude. Like I've worked with so many sales reps in this industry, and they're like, dude, I got to do 100 to 200 dials a day, and they're like princess setters and princess closers. But like coming from a door to door background, it's like instead of dials, you're doing 100 to 200 doors a day, and you're like, oh, I got to do 200 dials a day. That's light work,
Yeah, yeah,
you
it's
know?
definitely a luxury, especially when I could do it from anywhere I want. So
Yeah. So that's awesome, dude.
it's
Yeah,
huge.
and I know usually on group interviews through the staffing company that we sent you through, there's usually anywhere from like 15 to 30 people on those interviews. Like as I've been doing these student interviews, I've noticed a common trend is that every single KCA client that ends up landing a role, they usually always make it to the final interview, even in a group of like 20 to 30 people. So like for
Yeah.
you, what do you feel like contributed to the fact that you like just immediately got moved on to the second round interview and outcompeted these dudes that were more qualified for like an 8 to 10 grand a month role? Like, how did you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I really think what you teach in KCA, it really just dials down to the specific details that an interviewer looks for. And
Mhm.
that is basically the basics. If we simplify it down to like good lighting, the way you're dressed, the way you speak, and what you talk about, and
Mhm.
just getting to the point, especially creating your 1 minute video. I think those main like points definitely played a factor in where I am today for sure.
Yeah. Do you feel like you would have had the same amount of success if you didn't know all of those things?
I mean, I will say this was the path of least resistance, and I'm so
Yeah.
glad I picked
Yeah.
this path
Yeah,
100%.
dude. Yeah, man. So like getting into a role where and also another thing, you didn't already share it, but you also got a role or a couple different offers. One of them was the company that was going to fly you out to Cincinnati to look at that.
Yeah,
Um, but it was like obviously like that one was not really what you were looking for as much.
correct.
But like
Yeah,
getting to a point to where you had even a couple different offers to pick from. Now you
yeah.
picked one that is going to give you that remote income that you're looking for. What kind of impact is this actually going to be having on your life, like now in the current, but also into the future? Like, how is this going to change things for you?
Yeah, so I joined to have this fuel my dream of becoming a travel videographer, and so I think it's going to further propel that dream onwards in the next couple of years. And so I could fully dive deep into that passion of mine and have this as a daytime career for sure. So it definitely unlocks a lot of options and opportunities for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could definitely travel a lot in remote sales. So
Yeah,
that's awesome, dude. What are your words for people that are on the fence, right? Like they're checking out KCA, they've seen our client case studies, maybe they're a little bit skeptical. They spent some time on my
yeah,
YouTube. They're like, is this real? Is it actually going to work?
yeah,
Like being a guy that came in from the program, you even had your own discovery call. You talked about, all right, this is where I want to go, and now you finally achieved that result. What
yeah.
is your words for someone who might be in the position that you were once in a couple months ago?
Yeah, I mean, I really am a high believer of if you invest in yourself, you'll get way more of a return on your investment. And so I think that's the best use of money because I didn't have a lot of money at the time when I invested in KCA. Like when I invested in there, this was like like I had to make it work, you
Mhm.
know? And so if you do have the work ethic and drive to make it work and you do believe in yourself, I think you could get it done. And for sure, 100%, it's definitely worth the investment to invest in yourself
There
for
you go,
sure.
dude. Um, that's awesome, man. So yeah, I mean, with your call with Daniel, like obviously you said you didn't have a lot to your name. You had to figure out a way to get resourceful because it had
Yeah.
to work, and you had to figure out a way to make it work. Um, isn't it kind of crazy to think about? You had your call with Daniel a little bit ago, and you're like, man, I want this, 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 and this, and you're
Yeah.
like, can I really do that? And now you're here. It's so
Yeah.
crazy.
It is
Yeah,
wild for sure. The opportunities and what just God does for sure. It's definitely a God thing.
yeah,
100%.
yeah. Awesome, man. Well, anyways, dude, I'm super pumped for you. I can't wait. I just dropped you a follow on Instagram yesterday. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Heck yeah.
wait, drop your IG by the way. Your content is awesome. What's your Instagram?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a let's run far away on IG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I want to hit 100K by the end of the year. So that's the goal for that.
there you go. So now if anybody's watching this interview and they want to see how, like, keep up with all your traveling, see if you're still doing that, just drop them a follow there. Anyways, yeah, dude, super excited that I could help you with your dream of traveling and creating income at the same time.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see you keep on growing in your role. Do you
Thank you.
have anything that you want to say to wrap up? Maybe anything about your future vision, anything like that?
Yeah. I mean, I really do feel like investing in a high income skill, you're always going to have some sort of opportunity in the future. And I'm so glad that I get to have this opportunity to master the skill set 100%.
There you go. Cool. Well, anyways, guys, that's it for today's video, and we will see you on the next one.